Hi guys, okay, so today I filmed this video on how I achieved this color. If you would like to see how I achieved it and my thoughts and all that and the whole process, just keep on watching. Bye. Okay, so I'm finally filming a video on how I achieved the ashy brown blonde color that I always wear. So this is how the hair is looking before I go in and bleach it. So yeah. In order to do my highlights, I always do the weaving method. Now, it's much simpler than what it looks like. I know it's probably like, what? But all you're doing is literally taking a comb or the end of a comb and weaving through it. Now, normally I use the ones that have the metal end, but I couldn't find mine, so I just used the other one. But it just depends. The wider the tail of the comb, the bigger the highlight. So, yeah. When I do the one with the silver tail, it just gives me lighter highlights, smaller highlights. So if you want that look, then I definitely recommend that, or just trying to take smaller pieces. So when you're applying the bleach, you want to make sure that you're going in like a downward motion. You don't want to go straight across. Like, you don't want the hair to have that harsh line, or it's just not going to look good at all. Like, you don't want it to be like, oh man, there's dark brown, then there's blonde. Like, you want it to gradually go into that blonde color. So you just want to make sure that you're placing your brush the correct way. I see a lot of people do this with their highlights. Like, I see it, and kind of looks really choppy because of the placement of the brush. So all you have to do is make sure that the brush is angled the correct way, so that you have that smooth transition. Now, I apply foils to my highlights just because, one, it helps it process quicker. Also, it helps me to not get bleach on the other hair. I don't go in and break the base on any of the hair. Now, you can. Breaking the base is just pretty much lightening that the rest of the hair that you're not highlighting afterwards. So once you're finished with all the highlights, you'll just go back in with the bleach and bleach the rest of the hair that you didn't foil and leave it on for probably like 5 minutes, and then rinse it out. It's going to lighten it a little bit, just breaking that base, which is what I said. And the rest of it will still be much lighter than the other. I'm not doing that. I'm going to leave it as is, but you can do that if that's what you want, or if you want or if you want it to look like that. So I'm just going to go in and section it. The way that helps me section it, since this is a wig, it is a lace wig, so it has tracks. So I just take the tracks by 2 and I section it off that way. Now, if you are doing like a wig or something, you can still do the same method, but it just helps me not take too big of a piece of hair and too much hair where it just looks unprofessional. I mean, of course, this is still a kitchen job per se, but it just still helps it look way better if you take your time with the sections and everything like that. So yeah, it's pretty much repetitive. I'm just going back in, weaving, and different things like that, and then applying the bleach. Now, if you want the front of your hair to be lighter, you want to start off with the front of your hair and then work your way back. I like for my back part to be lighter than the front part, but it's all about preference. You can always go in with some dye, which is what I did, and just highlight some of those highlights back brown if you want. I do that all the time on my hair, just in case I feel like it's too much blonde, or I might go back in and re-bleach some pieces if I feel like it's not enough blonde. It's just all about preference and what you want. Now, this is a much simpler way, the way I did it, than when I first did it. Like, I did so many steps. But yeah, this is how the hair is looking. I don't know how many foils I had, but I let it sit and process for about 30 to 40 minutes. And this is how the hair is looking. So, of course, I want to tone it because I love ash blonde on me. I don't really like that bronzy color on me. I just don't think it looks good. So, I'm going to go in with the Wella T18 toner, and I'm going to tone it. Now, I did have to go in and tone it again after I blow dried it and everything. You're not going to see that part because I didn't do that. But I did go in and tone it, and like I said, I went in and applied just some brown just to kind of have a little bit more brown highlights. I did go back in and bleach it a little bit more just so I can have a little bit more blonde, and then I went back in and added some brown so I can have a little bit more brown. So yeah, this is how the hair was looking before I toned it and everything. So yeah, you see the end result. It comes out much ashier, but you could just tone it and do it as much as you want. You can use Wella as well as the purple shampoo. I hope that this was helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Hi guys, okay, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys were able to follow the instructions and everything very well. I tried to make it as simple as possible for you guys and as well for me. Doing this, each time I color my hair this color, I go through different techniques. But I did go ahead and tone the hair again. As you saw in the clip, the hair just came super brassy, and I just don't like those golden tones on me. When I went to get it cut, the beautician was just like, this hair looks good, and I'm like, yeah, the highlights look good, but the tone of it I just didn't like. Now you could have left it that way, but I did go ahead and tone it in again, and I used the Wella T14, the same as the other one. The other one was just a T18. So yeah, I used the same one and I just toned it again, just because for me, I like for my hair to be ashy. I don't like that brassy tone again. But yeah, the hair colored amazingly. I did go in today and just add just a few more highlights. I didn't film it just because I had already filmed how I did the highlights, and I explained everything in the video. The hair bleached amazingly, like I had no problems with that. I also didn't film me cutting it just because I never cut my hair when it's like this. I have the person's information who cut my hair listed down below, just in case you guys want to check her out. She's in the Chicago area. Other than that, I hope you guys check Protective Styles out. You guys know that I've been working with her for a very long time, and the hair is amazing. So yeah, this is how the hair is looking. It looks super natural. It looks like it could definitely be my hair. The wig lays super flat. I have all the information listed down below. I also linked the video on how I flat iron the kinky straight hair listed down below as well. Don't forget to like, comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave us suggestions of videos that you'd like to see down below. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.